Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 No Step Back, playing as the Soviet Union, and I realized in the last video with all my math talk, I forgot the power of the hat! So I gotta turn this back on, even though, yes, it is exactly as uncomfortable as it looks. I did testing, and I found that, yes, if we go down this respecting self-determination path, we can promote communism and then get them to peacefully join Comintern. But it will cost a lot of political power to do it, and I don't think that's worth it. So we're gonna go for claims in the Baltic. And we're gonna simply pray that none of the allies decide that it is worth trying to protect any of these guys. All right, that's all we're going for with this. Hopefully it ends up working all right for me. We should probably start moving some troops up here with the intention of making a beeline for, let's say, these guys over this direction. And I'm gonna go ahead and move all of you over here, and we'll see who we end up attacking if none of them get protected. And then once these two are down, then we can go after Lithuania. But we will see, we will see. We are trying to boost up our, I don't even know how you say this, construction company, which is great. Japanese provocation at the border. If I recall correctly, this means that there's now an event thing going on here. Yeah, border provocation. They can escalate this to a border conflict and get some cost reductions in a few things if we have no infantry down here at the border to defend, which we do. I could double up on this even further, but I think with even a couple of divisions, they may not choose to escalate it, especially since they're kind of fighting against China at the moment. So we're not going to bother with any of that. We have just finished with one of our propaganda campaigns. I mean, I don't really care about some of these. Yeah, no, none of these matter. We're gonna ignore all that. With my new research slots, by the way, I very soon do want to start researching upgrades for trains. And probably start producing some, either civilian trains or armored trains. I don't really care what. For some reason, I have 233 already stockpiled. Now, the thing about trains is they are necessary in order to deliver supplies. Have no trains, no supplies. But we don't control them directly. They're kind of like convoys, and they just automatically get used. So you want to have a stockpile of them, but don't think that they're units you can move around. What we will also want to get at some point are railway guns. Those will be fun, but oh well. We're having some supply issues. Something we could do to try to boost that up is increase the priority for these armies to get supplies, and we should start pulling trucks out of our stockpile, a couple hundred it looks like or so, in order to start delivering supplies here more consistently. And for the most part, that helped. It's not perfect, but it did help in some of these areas. All right. No, that's good to know. It does work. All right. You can go to your individual supply hubs and turn those on, but like, that's annoying. It's way better just to go ahead and go to your armies and specifically set the level there. Czechoslovakia appears to have fallen to the Germans. Not really surprised. There's a border conflict after all. Okay. Zog submits, huh? Well, let's go ahead and send some reinforcements, and I'm pretty sure this means the Japanese are going to lose this border conflict. We'll be fine. So have fun with some of that, see how it goes. Japanese defeat at Lake Khasan. All right, we get a cost reduction for a doctrine. I'm kind of glad they chose to escalate that and lose. Haha, suckers. There you go. Yeah, I'm not going to do any of this propaganda. I don't see any of this being especially useful. That ends the conflict. Boom, done. Thank you. Anything else we want to do with some of our political power right now? I think the answer to that is no. We're going to get these claims going, then we're going to try to escalate things with Finland and just go ahead and get this all done. Get it done and over with as fast as we can. I did, by the way, go to my tanks and get rid of the ones we're currently developing. And the reason why, this army just ain't going to work. They don't have any light tanks. We lost like every single one that we had. So these guys are getting just kind of like my general tanks. They're not really getting anything. We can go ahead and just replace these, I think, with our 9-1s. And I think we're going to do exactly that. We'll gain some light tanks back and some trucks. It says we'll gain them back. I don't think we're actually going to gain them back because I don't think we have any. But there we go. So that's a thing. And by the way, let's go ahead and go to this template and just change the icon so it's easier for me to find. We'll give it the spade. I like the spade. Spade seems cool. And you, we'll just go ahead and change up to be like the pawn. There you go. We'll want to train a bunch of these up, I think. And we're going to go ahead and do that now. Let's just train up entire armies of them. They're cheap. They don't cost me too much in terms of manpower or equipment. They're going to be good defensive armies. We've got artillery and infantry equipment to go around. What we're not necessarily going to have is a lot of support equipment. And that's a problem, because I do need to change up the templates of all my armies and give them engineers and stuff. But at least right now, we haven't got anywhere near enough support equipment. I did toss some extra factories into that, which will help. But we got to get that efficiency burden back up. And yeah, now we're getting a lot more of these tanks, so I'll be able to start changing out some more templates bit by bit, add on that little bit of extra armor, and see what's going to happen. All right? All right. Claims in the Baltic. Has anyone guaranteed their independence? No, no. If you keep it that way, I'm just gonna go eat them. Also, these guys apparently have garbage attrition value here too, so these guys are like really easy to take out. Yeah, Estonia not gonna live for very long. That's cute. Let's see. Once this is done with the German experts, I probably want to go for the Japanese, because I expect we're gonna have conflict with them in the future. They would get me production efficiency base by 10%. So we need to get their opinion of me up to 30 as well. That doesn't take very long. It's easy to improve relations in this game. Secure Leningrad. That's what I want. Claims on Poland, I think, will automatically go away once I have the MB pact with Germany. So we're going to ignore that. So let's see. Yep, it's time to go. Wait, I can't. Oh, right. Claimed states. I have to actually do this. I forgot. We gained the claims, but I don't actually have a war goal yet. Right. That actually might be why no one has guaranteed them. Well, let's try for it and pray. I'll justify over here as well. Actually, no, I won't. Do one at a time is usually faster. I probably should improve relations with, let's say, the UK. We need to get them up to 30 at some point anyway, right? Let's just get them up to a positive value. Let's see if that makes much of a difference. It may not. Does this start a war immediately, by the way? Gimli. Gains communism support, they get an event. It doesn't necessarily start the war immediately, but it'll be pretty close. We're not gonna have a lot of time to take out Estonia. Not a lot. I am gonna puppet them, by the way. Because I know with my USSR Academy, I'm gonna gain like nothing in terms of factories from these guys, but I could get 1% extra research speed. Some might say that's pretty good. More military factories! All the factories, that's all I care about, all of them. I just need to militarize the crap out of this nation. People are saying, by the way, that, like, just generally speaking, the USSR is a little bit weaker. With this, oh, we can specialize and stuff. Ooh! That's useful. Hold up. Wait, this is really useful. Hold up. Is this permanent? What? What? Specialized in civilian. Anyway, sorry. They're saying that with the new national focus tree, it's just generally harder nowadays to play as the USSR than it used to be, which is interesting. There's also like no real consensus as far as like what the proper focus tree focus ought to be as the USSR. I think a lot of people do agree that I chose the right path as far as going down the center and getting rid of political paranoia as fast as you could, which, by the way, we now can go for more propaganda campaigns. But yeah, there's not really a consensus as far as like order yet. That will come later, don't you worry. People will figure out what they prefer. It's gonna be a little while. So, wait, where are my options? Where are my options to make the Japanese like me again? Did that go away? Do we only get to do one nation? That's interesting. Infantry equipment, cool. Let's go for trains. Where is that, under tanks, armor? No, artillery? Where are trains? No, wait, really, I've seen them. Where are they? Ah, it's under support, right. We could go for an upgrade to the civilian trains. I don't really know the reason. Production costs, they're cheaper. Cheaper trains. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and research the armored trains, because I think that if the enemy has air superiority, they're gonna bomb the frick out of them, and I'm gonna have a hard time. Like, legit, we're gonna wish that we had that. Still no one just, gonna protect these guys. Let's just hope that it stays that way. I do eventually want to produce a lot more fighters and bombers and stuff, but not until I get Fighter 2, which is in 1940. Remember, we've got some time before the Germans are going to attack me. And when they do, it's mostly going to be a matter of us holding out long enough for the Allies to save me. Well, I say save me. You get the idea. Italy joins. They've renewed their pact. I don't really see a reason to have a pact with the Soviets, so no. We'll ignore some of that for now. There's the pact with Germany. Yes, I do want claims on all of Eastern Poland. Thank you. We can go for more high yield, which we will do, which is going to give me, once again, a huge consumer goods reduction. We skipped claims on Poland. We thought that was going to happen. So this is all looking good so far. So this did get the production efficiency growth from the Germans. I'm really wondering if I could only do this once. Send ultimatum. Yeah, I could just do this, but you know what's a lot cheaper? Just going ahead and getting claims the old-fashioned way. Japan, I don't think we need to improve relations with you, so let's save our political influence there. Let's do the same here with the United Kingdom. And there we go. So we'll save up our political power once again. We'll take out Estonia, then we're going to relocate all our troops and just try to make aggressive pushes toward Finland. Now, what does your power look like? Pretty good. So here's the other question. How are we doing on light tanks? We've got 1,000 of them right now. So it turns out I did get some tanks back. I didn't get all of them back, but I didn't have very strong divisions, but I did have some tanks fielded. So we kind of just got rid of all the light tank divisions entirely, but that's fine. Got a lot more trucks to work with now, by the way. That's pretty nice. We can go to at least some armies. And I'm thinking at least a few of you guys. Like, let's get rid of some of this cavalry nonsense. We don't care about that, right? Can I swap you guys out for my better divisions? The answer is yes, I have enough equipment. It only takes 192 tanks. All of a sudden, we've got much better armies. At least in theory. Everything's a theory at this point, all right? It's all a game theory. All right, we can go declare war on you, and we're going to. Take claim state, boom. And boom. And do we want to micromanage any of this? I don't think we need to. I think we'll be fine. Join wars? Nah. Now, unfortunately, I think we can only attack from a few different directions here. But we should be able to use our planes. Where are they? Hi, guys. Air superiority, close air support, please. Over here in the Baltics. You can get a little closer if you'd like for better range. There you go. Thank you. What is this, by the way? Naval bombers? Why do I have naval bombers? I don't know. We can increase you up to 100. We have enough bombers at this point, and let's go ahead and increase you up to 200. We should have enough fighters to go around. Air superiority is still good. We need to win this fast, ideally. We can go ahead and justify a war goal on these guys now. Take 50 days. It's fine with me. Let's go for it. So long as the Allies do nothing about this, we'll be in a pretty good position. Also, this does technically get me a little bit more army experience. All right, so they're going to get an event. They might get to go to war immediately. I have no idea if we have the option or not. We can't do anything else down here that I care about. We don't want to do control Scandinavia. We don't want to do any of this yet. So let's go back over here to positive heroism and start working on getting those better army experience guys. You are going to go ahead and just start pushing this way. What I really wish we had was some motorized or something fast. Advanced machine tools done. Good. Go ahead and move up this way. Let's see if we can cut these guys off at their supply. Finland rejects. We have a new conquer war goal. Does that mean I can declare war on you immediately? It doesn't mean... Yes, I can. Okay, so we get the claim for free, like, automatically. I can do this whenever I want. That's good. Very good. All right. Let's see. 1939. This will be a bit ahead of time, so I'm not going to worry about that yet. Planes, no. Artillery, absolutely. We go ahead and start getting that. Finland rejects the Soviet demands. Yeah, we already heard about that, but thank you for rubbing it in my face. Let's go for upgrades to things like engineer companies. We're going to need all those. So you're going to go up over here, except for one of you who's going to go over here. So you're going to get up over here. And then once this is done, we can go ahead and kill off Latvia, who's not protected by anybody. Now these guys should have no supply. So we can attack them from multiple directions, which we will, and that finishes them off. Excellent. I'm going to puppet you. Done. Thank you. All right, Blue Army, get back in your position against Finland, so we are ready to go against them. More excavation? No, I think we go ahead and work on other stuff. I really think that paratroopers are probably obscenely powerful, and we should go ahead and start working on them. Think about the power of paratroopers. If your enemy has almost all their troops just on the front line, and you can jump on all the hubs, all their supply hubs, if you have air superiority anyway, like, that would obliterate them. completely, totally, 100% obliterate them. It'd be ridiculous, dude. So yeah. So let's see, I'm getting all my troops in position over here. I feel like we could probably shift up at least a few of you guys to being some better divisions. Just a few, not too many. We're not overdoing it here. We got enough equipment to go around. How are we doing as far as logistics? Not bad. How many of these new light tanks are we producing? Because the whole point is that they're cheap. We're producing a few per day. We are only producing support equipment a little bit faster than tanks. So we're going for it. We're going for it hard. I'm going to need more of all of this, probably. And I'll probably wish I had more light tanks. But you know, another thing I'm going to want to have is a lot of trucks. Not just for supply, but because I think that motorized divisions are really good now. Can send ultimatums. Why? Loosen prohibitions on military activities. Yeah, this just improves my navy, which I don't care that much about right now. So I can't do anything as far as getting extra boosts. I can only get the growth. I thought I could do this multiple times. Admittedly, that'd be OP as frick. I still think that the production efficiency growth is really good. So I'm glad that I went with the Germans there, but I'm a little surprised that I can't buff that up even more. I didn't see that it was a unique thing. Maybe once we're done specializing in civilian industry, which I feel like a consumer goods reduction of 5% is huge. That's going to let me really industrialize so much faster. Poland refuses the German ultimatum. Guess what's going to happen? Nothing good for them, of course. More defensive armies, please. You will get primarily a defensive general. These guys exist just to hold a front line. There's the the war on Poland. We're gonna go ahead and move you guys all to this front line like so. This is almost done. Poland joins the Allies. Good, so that means the Allies are busy and probably don't want to help in the east. The Germans will crush Poland quickly, and then we're gonna demand they give that land back to me, because that was the promise. Good lord, I am not speaking well today. 2 more days on this so we can go for our own war. Done? Let us go ahead and declare that war like so. Then immediately start justifying a new war goal over here. 75 days feels like a lot, but all right. Go. Oh, and I need to call you in. Thank you. Now we can attack from lots of different directions. All we have to do is just push a little bit. Just have to find like 1 or 2 good breakthrough points and we're good. Like this. Could you please just go this way? Because this will cut them off on their railways and they'll lose all supply and then they just die. This is obviously the better way to go. Nice soundtrack changes, by the way. Hello. All right, let's go ahead and start pushing this way. Working along the supply chain the best that we can. Get over here. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Can you guys push down here? Answer's kind of yes. The fall of Warsaw, Poland capitulated. That ended very, very quick. So now we'll be able to go for demand Eastern Poland, right? No. Poland offers it. We'll see what happens in a minute. Germany honors the pact, and we just gained a lot of land. Thank you. All of you guys, then. Forget these front lines, please. Get up to the Germans and hold. Civilian factories. Man, we're getting a lot of upgrades. Let's take a look at our supply. So it's garbage, but that's because these need to convert. They don't have a supply connection yet. We might need to improve some railways along here at some point or another. Let me take a look at supply map mode here. Yeah, we can't do anything yet. We need to wait and see what's going to happen with this. It's going to be a little while. So yeah, forget that. Let's just go ahead and keep focusing on the militaries for now. Many as we can. Where else do we have high infrastructure? We got some up in Leningrad. We'll do that. Over here. Over here. All right. Fine. Fair enough. This will all work for the moment. Cool. USSR occupies Eastern Poland. Germany is now pressuring toward the Low Countries. Pretty standard stuff. Let's go ahead and take this because this is a supply hub. And that will fix up my supply issues over here, so we'll be able to start fighting again. Some of you guys need to get over here. There's positive heroism. Belgium is now involved in the war. All right. So with positive heroism done, we can go for this for factory output. I don't care as much about this yet. Though war heroes will be good at some point. New propaganda. Where, there's supposed to be something. We could go for Best Arabia, by the way. There's supposed to be something that will let me get a lot of boosts in the Urals. Is it Comic-Con? No. I don't know. Whatever. Do we want to go for the National Academies of Sciences? We could. Could go for third 5-year plan, but I think some people would argue this isn't even really worth it these days. It's not bad, but I mean, it increases the consumer goods a lot. More railway networks let me build up a lot more trains. Yeah. Let's go ahead and start building up some railways. Why not? We do need to focus at some point on getting upgrades for our military and get rid of the divided military stuff. The politicized military. That's going to be important. Let's get some extra rubber going from, let's say, the Dutch. And as far as some extra factories, logistically speaking, we're looking good across the board, but I'm going to need a lot more of everything. We'll need probably a bit more support equipment. Probably some more light tanks, trucks. And I'm going to go ahead and start building out a lot more light support. Oh, sorry, close air support. Can you guys just go ahead and just flank these guys? How's our air superiority? Fine, as you would expect. We're trying to get over here and just surround these guys. The Netherlands are now at war. It's a little weird being on the Comintern side during World War II. I think the only communist game that, like, I've ever played, I mean ever played, was, like, Communist China when that first came out. It's been a while. So we can stop producing the civilian trains and start producing the armored trains. The problem with this is they're obviously a lot more expensive. But they have armor value, which means that bombers have a harder time destroying my air superiority. We probably want all of these, so I'm not necessarily going to get rid of this civilian train. We should probably keep producing them in case. But yeah, the priority to get some armored trains should be up there. We can then also start working on getting the guns. Now, these are fun because we can assign them to armies, and they'll follow along and basically just start bombarding the crud out of these guys following along the railway. It just gives a debuff to your enemies. That's all it does. I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and start attacking here because I think they're siphoning troops off in this direction, and all we have to do is take Riga, and we've got it. How much longer until we can kill you? It's gonna be a little while, that's fine. No Mongolia, get out of here. There's the artillery. We should go ahead and get an upgrade for those because I want more stats, so we'll do that. As far as research, upgrade for anti-air, probably at some point. Is that a priority right now? I don't know about that. I feel like logistics companies are more important than ever, by the way. Denmark has joined, okay. Yeah, there's a lot going on over there. Can we please just take this victory point? Because I think that's all we have to do. But these guys can't have much. Can they? I mean, we've got the supply hubs now, too, which is great. Apparently these guys have more power to them than I thought. That's weird. Let's go ahead and take a few of you, start pinning these guys down. Half of you get up over here. There we go. We'll be fine. And we're going to punch through all this, no problem. How are we doing as far as logistics on tanks? Pretty good. We can go ahead and start siphoning a few extra units out. Now, I feel like Mountaineers are still worth keeping. These guys, I feel like you want to have at 25 combat width, though. So I could swap you out, for example, for a single artillery, and that does increase the cost a fair bit, but we get a lot more stats. Yeah, I think we do this. 25, and the reason why is mountains, which is the only place you really care about using Mountaineers, is a 75 combat width, therefore 25, 25, 25, it's optimal. There goes Belgium, and there goes Latvia. You are going to be my new puppet. Unless there are any states I want to take, but I don't think so. Done. Thank you. Luxembourg joins the Allies. Have fun. Let's take a few of you guys and swap you out for the better units. while we have a brief moment to breathe. And on this army, who, by the way, needs to stop on their movement commands, let's go ahead and start swapping out a few more infantry. Make sure we're still doing okay on equipment. We are. Okay, so we're going to use up a lot of that, but that's fine. I want these guys to be strong. I want them to be as strong as possible. All right, so purple, go ahead and set yourselves up. And the goal is pretty straightforward. Push to the river. The capital's right here. They got some railways we can follow along there. I wish there was an option to kind of click a button and tell these guys to focus on the railway, but there's not. It's not that I know of, there isn't. By the way, I forgot about this. Let's go to our military high command. And we can swap you out for the genius who gets me even more army experience. And then we'll want to get a theorist for the mass assault expert at some point. But now I'm just generating a teeny bit of extra army experience. Not the worst thing in the world, right? Yeah, we're producing 0 trains at the moment. We should probably be producing some, shouldn't we? Where'd all my factories go? Why did I lose so many? I feel like I lost a few. I could be wrong. There's the justification we were looking for. Perfect. Let's go ahead and declare that war since no one is defending them either. And go. And, oh, right. Call these guys in. And guess who left me an open pathway? Yay! Cavalry, go, 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 go! Get up over there. Move fast. Speed. It's all about speed. Rapido, andale. Here we go. Okay, got those. Wounded. Unbelievable, really, but all right. Let's go ahead and push over here. That'll surround a few of these troops so that they can't do much. And let's see if we can take Vilnius real quick. I have been cut off. That's hilarious. Pin this guy down. You move this way, please. Cavalry, go this way and surround him. There we go, we're fine. Got Vilnius. That's most of their victory points done, and Lithuania's out. Thank you. How about you two? Okay. So with that all taken care of, we now control the entirety of the Baltics. Hello, Comintern puppets. How are you? So where is my research? The USSR Academy of Sciences. It's still only getting me 1%. That's weird. Did I misunderstand how this works? It says more people should join. I wonder if we have to do this next in order to get the full advantage. Increase the research bonus provided. Seems like this is kind of important. We're going to want to get that soon. All right, so Finland is going to be the next target. I'm going to go ahead and keep this army in reserve in case we need it. Let's make sure. Let's see. You guys are using motorized to get supply, so hopefully you'll be okay. How's the supply look? Notice, by the way, the second we got rid of the tanks, everything in Leningrad looked fine. So, Finland shouldn't be able to do much. That's not a lot of troops. Wait, what happened to my Hey! Aw, dang it! All right, well, it's only gonna take 30 days. I had my war goal and it expired and I didn't even notice. Annoying. All right, whatever. Join wars. I'm not in a war. Am I in a war? I'm not in a war. I think that this is just, okay, just making sure that I didn't miss something obvious here. I don't think I did. We can get a second propaganda, by the way. War propaganda, blah, blah, blah. Get that war support up. That could be kind of good. Blah, 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 blah. Socialist education. What does this do? So we can lose some political power for 120 days, and then they gain research speed and communism support. I mean, we could do that, but they're obviously already pretty darn communist. Do we care? I don't think we care that much. I don't think we do. Logistically, how are we looking? Really good. Engineer companies just got a buff. Excellent. I probably don't want these cavalry divisions anymore. They're not very strong. They only 8 combat width in the first place. So Much as I enjoyed their speed, what we should do is probably go ahead and create those motorized divisions. And I'm going to start at 18 combat width, just for now. Let's get the engineers. Let's get the motorized recon. Now, if I attach support artillery, it doesn't affect my speed. That's good. That's pretty decent breakthrough for that cost. It really is. Yeah, for now, let's go ahead and save these. And if I want to have some speedy divisions, let's just commit to that. We got trucks. Let's go ahead and do it. You guys swap out. Get the trucks. Perfect. Paratroopers have an upgrade. Good. I'm going to go ahead and grab the upgrade for the guns, and let's go to research and get the research speed, since we're not very far ahead of time on that. I'm just going to wait a little bit, and then next video we're going to go ahead and take on Finland. This time I'm hoping it's not going to be a stalemate, and we can just go ahead and take them completely. And then, if we actually want to, we could focus on going for some control in Scandinavia and try to make Denmark, Norway, and Sweden gain communism support and see if we can pressure the crud out of them. Promote some ideological rallies, and then try to get them to pressure to join. I want to take Bessarabia. We could work on the Middle East too, by the way, which isn't a horrible idea. But yeah, there's a lot to do. Patriarch of all Russia would be very nice too, for a lot of good reasons. Ugh. And then we haven't even bothered with any of the cult of personality. We need to get some buffs for Stalin himself. There's just so much to do. Not to mention, we still haven't done for strengthening of mobilization. Like, we haven't got all of our manpower. We need to go down all this. Oh God, there's so much we need to do, and we don't have a ton of time before we have to worry about the Germans. Well, we'll see. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.